Hi, my name's Joy Cameron and I'm with Rebar Ranch Naturals. And I'm here tonight to tell you a little bit about some of our products. And one I want to focus on is our lung health formula because I really think that this is something that is going to be amazing for the horse industry. To start, I want to tell you guys about what exactly our lung health formula does for you. Well, we're going to have to go back. I'm going to take you back to high school because we need to kind of talk about how things work on a cellular level. So we're going to start off with free radicals. So we all hear about free radicals all the time, but I'm going to tell you what exactly a free radical is. I'm going to try to explain it like it was explained to me to make it a little bit easier. So a free radical is a particle that has an unpaired electron. And an electron is the negative portion of an atom, and it is found outside the nucleus or the center of the atom. So what happens in our bodies is free radicals, they're all alone. So they're kind of floating around inside of our body, and if you kind of get a visual of this, they're floating around and they're all alone, but they don't want to be alone. So it's kind of like that girl that tries to steal everybody's boyfriend. So, or vice versa, the guy that tries to steal everybody's girlfriend. So they're floating around inside our body and they're going crazy. So they've been drinking way too much. They're bouncing off the walls, in our arteries, all through our body. Every cell that they touch, they're causing damage to. They're doing everything they can. It's like they're just going nuts to find a mate. And so eventually they knock one loose and they get a hold of it. Well, that messes up the other cell. So now this cell is missing something. So it's going to go out and find it another mate, another girlfriend or boyfriend. And so it goes crazy and it starts doing all this stuff and it's bouncing all around inside our body and it's creating damage the whole time it's doing it. So you kind of have to look at a free radical like it's a tornado. So it is just spinning, 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 and it's going crazy. And everywhere that it goes, it creates damage. And what happens is we get this oxidative stress. And if you think about these free radicals as tornadoes inside our bodies, then it starts to make sense because it causes all this damage. And this damage is caused by what? What happens when we cut ourselves or something? You'll look at it and you'll have this cut, and the first thing that starts to happen is it starts to swell. And so this inflammation, though it can be good, is if it becomes chronic, it is bad for us and it starts to cause all kinds of issues. Well, when these free radicals are going crazy inside our body, they're causing damage. And so damage causes inflammation. And so what happens inside our bodies is we have these free radicals and we also have these good guys. So they are the good guy police, and they go in and they start pairing up with these single free radicals that are rolling around inside. And this one in particular, tripeptide, which is what our lung health formula is, actually is like this sticky pad. And so it picks these free radicals up and it grabs them and it takes them and it flushes them through our kidneys or through the intestines, the liver, and it just disposes of them. Well, what happens today is that we are so surrounded by things that cause damage to our bodies, pollution, um, mold inhibitors, medications, radiation, physical and emotional stress. All those things can cause free radicals in our body. So the free radicals in turn cause oxidative stress and all this damage. And we see that in our horses. The way that we see it sometimes is that we have bleeders. So What is bleeding? What causes bleeding? Nobody knows. Nobody knows the answer to that. That's why they haven't been able to fix it. But I can tell you that what happens, what I believe happens, and what my theory on it is that there's something going wrong. There's something that isn't just right on the inside. And that oxidative stress causes some type of inflammation that then causes the symptom of bleeding. Because I believe bleeding is just a symptom of something that's not working properly. So if we can help the body to repair itself in a more natural way without the use of a lot of drugs and pharmaceuticals, which can in turn cause more free radical damage, then we're not doing anything but helping our horses. And that's what these products that we have developed here at Rebar Ranch Naturals, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create something that is natural, that our bodies aren't going to be affected by in a negative way. Um, my theory is, and I'm not anti-drug or anti-vet or anti-medicine, quite the opposite actually, but my theory is that God gave us absolutely everything that we need. It's just up to us to utilize it and to find it. So, just like us, our horses, sometimes I feel like we have loved them to death. We feed them the very best processed feeds that we could buy. That is like us eating canned soup every day. I just can't find the benefit in that for anybody. I can't find it for us, and I can't find it for our pets either. Um, I believe that they were made to forage. That's what God created horses to do, is to eat a forage-based diet. And sometimes we just think that we're helping them so much, but in actuality, I think a lot of times we're doing just the opposite. We're making things more difficult on them because their bodies were not made to eat the things that we want them to eat. And I'm going to step on a lot of toes here with these feed companies. But, a lot of that is what's the next big thing that we can do to get people to buy our product. And, we have to come up with something new. We have to come up with something better. We have to say all these things and, draw people in and make them feel like, this is the right thing to do. When in actuality, I think keeping it simple is the very best thing that we can do for our horses. There's so much to talk about with this, and I could honestly go on and on and on. But what I will tell you is that our lung health formula has a history of success with people, not just with animals. Um, it can help those, it can help your body and on a cellular level to be able to get rid of these free radicals that are causing so much damage on the inside. And it's damage that we can't see. If you have a horse, and I know a lot of people will have this and be familiar with this. You keep them turned out all the time. You go to a show, you put them inside the stall, and you walk out there the next morning and they're stocked up. And it's no big deal. You look at them, it's like, oh my gosh, he's all stocked up, so I'm going to get on him and I'm going to go ride out here in the arena. In 15 minutes, it's gone. Well, that might be true. But my theory is there's a reason that that horse is stocking up. If you were to sit around all day long at the desk or do something and your ankles and your feet started to swell, don't you think that would be kind of cause for alarm? If it's not cause for alarm, it should be, because inflammation means something in our body is not right. That the inflammation is caused by some kind of free radical damage. A healthy person, a healthy animal, um, somebody with a really good diet that's doing all the things, diet, exercise, doing all the things that they're supposed to do, you will seldom see a lot of inflammation in that person. You can have some kind of stress-related injuries, or you can have some kind of arthritis or something like that, maybe bad knees that is a genetic thing, and that can certainly happen. And there are things that can certainly happen to us. But I think that for the most part, we cause a lot of oxidative stress inside our own bodies and inside the bodies of our horses just with diet and pollutants that we find around. Um, the thing about our products is that they're all natural, that you can trust the source of them. There's no additives, you're not going to find chemicals in it. The research you can do for yourself, you can find a lot of the research online. Our respiratory relief is a great product. It has colloidal silver in it. It has DMSO in it, just the right mix. You can use this product as a drench for horses that are sick or have bacterial infections. You can use it. It's helpful with horses that have cicatrix in their throat, in that trach area. Um, the colloidal silver, I give this stuff to my grandkids. You don't have to take it for you. Um, but it's great for your animals. It can definitely help. There's a lot of research online about the benefits of colloidal silver. I hope that you guys have found this video informative. I hope that you'll look at our website. It has some great information on colloidal silver and how they found the bacterial properties of it. Has some great information on our lung health formula. And if you guys, if there's anything I can help you with, if you have a horse you're having issues with, if you just want to talk about it and see if maybe we can't put some stuff together for a program for you, I'd love to be able to help you with that. Um, Other than that, you guys have a great evening and go be blessed and be a blessing. Thanks for listening.